Everybody, so this is part 3 of our work quest to make the advanced draw. If you have not watched the first two parts, start there. I would like to say that I am doing commentary over this deliberately, but in reality it's because I forgot to record it at the time. So initially the call is for the mediums to head up the zero line. We took about 8 mediums here. We wanted to ensure that we got that zero line. We're going to have 2 chieftains head up to the ridge there at Charlie 3, and the other chieftains are going to come underneath. Initially, you'll see there's a little bit of confusion as I call lenticular over, but sometimes there's connection issues, all sorts of stuff like that. Nuber ends up coming over. We sort it out. The EBRs are going underneath. Now I remember telling Miguel, no barbecue here, which means please don't get on set on fire as he did earlier. So we immediately see their chieftains pushing underneath. This is exactly what they did when they retook this, which is partially why we took the setup that we did, anticipating that they might do the same thing. Now the chieftains underneath are holding, as they're vastly outnumbered on the low side. Nuber's over here. Now I realize instantly that everything's lit except for that Sturv, and that Sturv there's no way he's over here by himself. The mediums are over there taking that. They're going to end up in a dogfight. Now I call for lenticular behind me, or sorry, Nuber. Fortunately I suck at driving there. Nuber and I are going to come underneath. Now these chieftains have just left the Golf 1, 2, 3 areas over as LT activates Inspire for the mediums, and we're already up 1 tank. So somebody over there is clicking the Sturv is there, so we're all good to go. Now Nuber and I are going to get behind him. Now here we have perfect shots on this EBR. Now this EBR is doing a little bit of a misplay. He really doesn't need to be sniping. The mediums are screaming for Artie Strike, which I'm more than happy to give him, and we're looking to take out this Mana Core. Hopefully that helps out the mediums. Now we can see there the Artie is starting to do damage to those mediums, and right now their 277 recognizes the mistake. But unfortunately it's too late. Our EBRs have already gotten around behind him and we're up 4,000 health. The enemy have taken out 2 of our mediums though, and it's a little bit of a hairy situation down on the kilo line. This Sturv now has to refocus his attention to the 2 mediums, but because the 3 chieftains in the city are still over there, they can't effectively poke here. So, for all intents and purposes, Nuber and I are free to do whatever we want. Every time those chieftains try and poke up in the 277s, they're getting shot in the back. Fortunately, they also brought 277s over there, and due to their poor gun depression, they can't even go up. Bad shot by me. I should have recognized the medium was going to take it out, and I fired way too early. Another bit of a misplay by me. I overpoke a little too much here, which is a little dangerous, especially with that Sturv being up. Right now we're up 6k health, 7k. The mediums have almost won that. It's still a little bit tough. They are contending with a 277 over there, but for all intents and purposes, they've won it. The only struggle right now is that we're only up by 2 tanks, but we have map positioning. We're up 9,000 health here. Now it's just a matter of making sure we clean this up without making any mistakes. This is the crucial part, and it's to not let off the gas. You can see here Lenticular is flying in from the rear. He's just going for that one shot. At this point, it's game over. And unfortunately for the enemy team, this is only 3 minutes. They left the 1, 2, 3 line way too open without any coverage, and that just allowed 2 chieftains to get in behind him. We got a barbecue going here. Great thing it's not Miguel. I like to just give Miguel some crap about that. I got a lucky shot there on the EBR. I was a little bit excited at this point. You have to remember that we were backed up against our own Citadel. We had just lost 3 straight, and this is now our 3rd straight win. So, really quick win here. Everybody here is screaming, myself especially. It was a fantastic win. I'm really happy about this one. This made my night. So, again, if you haven't watched the first 2 videos, the first one's on Live Oaks. The second one is on Moravanka. Go watch those. Just remember that we were backed up against our Citadel when you're watching these. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!